All right, say hello again.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Mom.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, my speech is titled Childhood Experiences Before the Digital World. Why you should wait to give your child a cell phone. Have you ever thought about everything that a cell phone introduces into your child's life, including messages, social media, and even cyberbullying? By handing them a phone too soon, you may be exposing them to negativity before they have even had a chance to experience the good things the world has to offer. I did not receive a cell phone until I was around the age of 11, and I'm glad my parents decided to have it that way, but I did see other kids having cell phones and I always wanted one so badly. But these kids who did have phones most likely spent their time on their phones instead of playing outside with their family like I did. Because I didn't have a phone, those times were some of my fondest memories. Many of you did not grow up with cell phones within an easy reach, unlike now, when phones are no more than an arm's length away. The technology world now is much different than 30 years ago, and it can take some getting used to. But it's sad to see such young children glued to an iPad when they should be playing outside or doing other childhood things. Childhood is such an important time in your life, and it's the time that truly forms you into the person that you will be. While cell phones may seem like a convenient source of communication, but concerns like bullying, reduced focus in school, and negative effects on social development may lead to reconsidering when the best age for children to receive a cell phone would be. Online apps are creating easier ways for children to be targeted for bullying and many other worse things. Like in this iPad, almost any of these apps that are downloaded, cyberbullying can occur. Parents need to be aware of which apps can expose your children to cyberbullying the most. Cyberbullying can be very dangerous and can be very hurtful to children, especially ones who may have low self-esteem. This can lead to depression or other harmful feelings. Depression is something no one should ever have to go through and can be very hard to overcome. If you are unsure of what cyberbullying is, this article, written by Alana Pearl Ben Joseph on the website titled kidshealth.org, How to Prevent Cyberbullying, published in August of 2022, states, cyberbullying is when someone uses technology to harass, threaten, embarrass, or target another person. It happens on devices like smartphones, computers, tablets, and gaming system. Cyberbullying hurts people and in some cases is against the law. Cyberbullying is a dangerous thing, and we should all do a better way of preventing it and thinking about others' feelings. Cyberbullying is just one of the negative effects of a cell phone. Where cyberbullying occurs most is on social media. There are many social media platforms now, and it can be difficult to keep track of what is true and what is not. Introducing children to social media at such a young age can be harmful to their personalities and their brain. Social media is addicting, and at such a young age, being addicted can truly affect how you now and how in the future. According to Claude Mellins, a professor of medical psychology, young people's brains are still developing, and as individuals, young people are developing on their own identities. In the article titled, Just How Harmful is Social Media? Our experts weigh in, published in September 27th of 2021. When at such a young age, it is not good for your brain to be introduced to these addictive apps, especially since this is a key time in your life for you to grow and to learn. I believe that making sure children are mature and confident enough, socially and mentally, before they have a phone can lead to a much better outcome. Having a phone at such a young age leads to poor social development and has effects in your childhood and your adult life. Childhood is the time where you are learning to make new friends and talk to others, but this can be extremely difficult when someone is addicted to their phone. If children are on their phone too often and rarely talk with others and have face-to-face interaction, this will cause the children to struggle with social development and even make new friends. Now, when these children need to go to an interview or even just have an in-person conversation, this will make them feel extremely anxious. Conversations in person are much different than online. Online conversations, there's no body language or facial expressions, which can make the tone and the conversation seem off. According to Jackie Bauckham in the article titled "Do Smartphones Stunt Social Skills?", written and published December 18th of 2024, states, "Smartphones are designed to capture and hold our attention, making it difficult for many people to put them down. This constant engagement not only distracts us, but also fosters feeling of social isolation and, in many cases, social anxiety." The producers of cell phones and social media apps are designed to have you keep coming back to them over and over, which could potentially lead to a phone addiction. Having an addiction to your phone can affect your daily life tremendously. Due to children being glued to their phones, it's making it much harder for them to focus in school, which can cause their grades to plummet and much more. School is extremely important, and not being able to learn without thinking about your phone for a few minutes may be a sign of a big problem. According to an article titled "What the Science Says, Smartphones in School" by the Boston Children's Digital Wellness Lab says, most classroom cell phone bans are seeking to reduce the distractions presented by unstructured use of cell phones, such as social media pings, text messaging, and video games. Teachers are doing their best they can to still allow their students the use of cell phones in the classroom without letting it interfere with the learning, which is very difficult because once used one time, that may be the only thing on their mind that they can focus with. They might be thinking about when they'll receive their next notification or when a new TikTok was posted. Another method that could be good is using a fidget toy. This can help you focus on something else besides your phone while still being able to learn. A study from ABC News in the article titled "Cell Phones in Classrooms Contribute to Failing Grades," written by Dr. Kevin Ritzuel, states, additional research on electronic devices shows that smartphones can reduce the ability to think to a person's full potential. And additional research from Stanford University reveals that intense multitasking decreases the efficiency of completing a given task. It is important to find a way for your child to succeed in school without the use of a cell phone. The use of cell phones with children has lasting effects, and the only way to prevent these extreme issues is to make sure your child is emotionally mature and mentally mature, and know how to use the device responsibly before they would receive the phone. If they receive a phone too early, they can have exposure to cyberbullying and can lack social development skills and lead to a struggle in school. Instead of giving your child a phone at such a young age, teach them how to ride a bike or make new friends or even to play outside and use their imagination. They can play games like pickleball or just play with sidewalk chalk or anything like that, instead of just being on their electronic device all day. Let them live their childhood. Thank you for listening to my speech. Are there any questions? Show them.
Nope. Okay. Say goodbye.
Bye, Kelly. Good job.
Bye.
Bye, Grammy.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.